Running from the shadow, lost in the night. Gotta be brave and have no fear. Fighting for the fire.
Hey guys, what is going on? T-Briz here, and today we are back with another video. Right now we're going to be doing some Hardline gameplay, but unfortunately it's a day late and I wasn't able to get Hotwired game mode gameplay, but that's okay. It's still great gameplay, and it is a first look, so we definitely have some more videos to go. So first of all, I'd just like to kind of get into what Hardline is. If you don't know, it's the next kind of release game in the Battlefield series. Last Battlefield is Battlefield 4, and Battlefield Hardline is based on like cops versus robbers sort of thing. So all the game modes kind of attain to sort of like the cops are trying to stop the villains or the crooks from stealing stuff, and so that's basically what the game's about. So the two game modes that I wanted to get gameplay for, the one you're watching on screen right now, is of the heist game mode, which is where the robbers are trying to get into the bank vault and take all the money and take the packages and deliver them to escort choppers to be taken off the map. So that's the game mode you'll be seeing on screen for pretty much the entire video. I don't think I have any other gameplay on there. And the Hotwired game mode is basically, that's the one I couldn't get video of, but because my console was lagging tonight, so that's fine. But I will definitely have some in the future. But basically, Hotwired, if you don't know, there are, I think, 4 or 5 cars on the map, and those are the control points. So it's similar to Domination, except for the points that you have to control are the cars, and to like get the points for each car, you have to drive it around. So the other ways you can earn points are by destroying enemy cars or hijacking enemy cars, and you just basically want to drive these cars around the map for as long as you possibly can, until they either get destroyed or you just kind of like stop moving or something like that. So yeah, so basically those are two of the new game modes. There are a few more. I haven't really looked into them yet. The ones that really stood out to me were the heist game mode and the Hotwire game mode, so I wanted to try those out. And yeah, the other thing I want to talk about in this video is also the campaign, because I know a lot of people don't really play the campaign, but I would recommend it in this game. It's very well developed story, and it's kind of interesting to play as a cop. It's very similar to Far Cry 4 actually. Instead of throwing like rocks to distract people, you have to actually use stealth, but instead of using rocks, you throw bullet casings. And also when you're like kind of sneaking around people, there's going to be those like notice bars or whatever that like notify you of when the enemy has seen you. So basically you have to go up to them and arrest them before they can see you. And I think you can arrest up to 3 people at a time, which is pretty interesting. It adds a whole new element to the game. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. It's actually set as like a cop TV show. I know, like, I'm not a huge fan of it, like any kind of cop TV show like that, but basically every time you sign on to the game, it'll say previously on Hardline. It'll give you a backstory of what was in your last mission you played, and between episodes there's always that, like, it's kind of like a Netflix menu. You've got the preview down in the bottom right hand corner with the countdown until the next episode is going to be played, and then there's a brief description on the side. And after you actually log out, it says that it'll say next time on Hardline. It'll show you a preview for the next episode to get you hyped for the next time you play. So I thought that was pretty interesting how they did it. Definitely better, I would say, than the other Battlefield campaigns. But I would say that it's different, but not quite the same. Well, obviously not quite the same, but it's not the same feel, because like in the old Battlefields, there would always be that mission where there's just like a huge field of people, and you get up on the mounted turret and you mow them all down. It's always been about like shooting and killing people, and now it's about more being stealthy, using your equipment to your advantage, and kind of getting the upper hand through like not direct contact. So you're not always going to be shooting in the campaign, which is kind of unfortunate for some people who like that, like myself. But it's also, it's interesting and it's different, so I think that was definitely a good thing to put in the game. So the final thing I really want to talk about is, actually I kind of want to talk about 2 more things. Probably one of them would be the guns and the weaponry that I've seen so far. So I think the only 2 gadgets I've unlocked so far are the grappling hook and the, what's the other one? The zip line. So the zipline and the grappling hook kind of work together hand in hand. You can't really have one without the other. I feel like you kind of need them both. So basically what the grappling hook does is obviously it's basically a gun that you shoot at the top of a roof, and it'll allow you to grapple up to it. Of course, there are some ledges that you won't be able to grapple onto, but it'll basically put up a rope that acts as a ladder, and you basically climb up the rope. And you will be vulnerable when you're climbing up it, but when you get to the top, if you're like a sniper and you're using these gadgets as a sniper, it'll help a lot because you're going to have a lot better vantage points, and you're going to just be able to access different parts of the map that you weren't able to easily access in Battlefield 4 without something like a helicopter. Now the zip line is going to allow you to get down a pretty far distance also without using your parachute. So basically you take the zip line, it's a crossbow, you're going to aim it pretty far. I think its max range is about 50 meters, which is pretty far in Battlefield. And you're going to be able to shoot it, and it's going to deploy this zip line that you can then go down through. But you can also use it for your teammates, so it's not just you. So if you set up this, say like you're on a hill, and that's where your team is spawning, you'll be able to shoot a zip line straight into the base or something like that, and then everybody can easily access that part of the base without having to run straight into like a bunch of gunfire. So it's very helpful. I think these two gadgets are very helpful, and they're just the ones that I've explored so far. I've also used, I think it's the R0933, which is the first assault rifle you unlock. You can use it for both the robbers as well as the cops, or the criminals and the cops, which it's actually a pretty good assault rifle, I would say. Probably the best gun that you unlock right from the start. You also get the MP5K, the I think it's the Remington 870 with the Magnum rounds, I believe, something like that. And you get also the sniper rifle. I'm forgetting what it's called, but it's Scout Elite, I think. Yeah, Scout Elite. So that they're all pretty good. The Scout Elite definitely got a huge buff from Battlefield 4, and they're all like pretty good starting weapons, I would say. I think in Battlefield 4 the best starting weapon was probably the AK-12, just because it was actually a really good gun overall, and I ended up using it even after I got into higher ranks. So yeah, those are, I just wanted to go over the weaponry and everything, and it actually, Battlefield Hardline also focuses on pistols a lot, like, because pistols in Battlefield 4 were not very effective against infantry, so they actually buffed them a lot. They've gotten very, very strong. So the G18 is the sidearm for the Scout Elite that you get right off the bat, and that's actually a really good machine pistol, and you can use it probably, I would say, as effectively as a PDW or like some sort of submachine gun. So it's probably, I would say, equal to the MP5, except for the fact that its magazine is really small, so you could probably only kill one person at a time with it, which is its only drawback. So yeah, as well as like some of the other pistols, they have revolvers, and the revolvers are very useful as well, because they have high damage output, and yeah, that's pretty much what they're good for. And also they have semi-automatic, and they have pretty good range. It actually favors pistols a lot, which I kind of like, because pistols always look kind of cool and are kind of fun to use. So yeah, that's pretty much all the weaponry and gadgets that I've like figured out and tried out so far. And finally, I think I'll go into a bit of Team Deathmatch, because I recently tried out Team Deathmatch, and I have to tell you guys, the spawning on Team Deathmatch, first of all on PS4, you're playing on a shortened version of the map with 64 people, like so many people. You have 32 on each team. So like when you look at the map before you spawn, there are literally so many green and so many red dots on either side of the map that it's like hard to count them all. And you'll like spawn in the map and almost immediately die if you don't know what you're doing. Like you'll spawn in, if you take 2 seconds to kind of think and try to realize where you are, you're already dead. Like it's that crazy, because there's so many people in the map and the spawning is so bad. Like, I was trying to snipe on Team Deathmatch with the Scout Elite because I wanted to try it out, and I didn't really want to try it out in any other game mode because I thought that might be the best one to try out for sniping, and I was completely wrong. I would spawn in, turn around, there'd be a guy right there, and also my game was lagging a bit, so I couldn't switch between weapons for some reason, so I'd always have to kill somebody with my sniper rifle before I pulled out my pistol. So I'd like look behind me, try to shoot someone with my sniper rifle desperately, I'd miss the shot, pull out my G18, and I'd die right then, and it was ridiculous. Like, the spawning is so bad. I hope they fix that, but so far, overall, the game is very, very good from what I see. It's basically, it reminds me more of Battlefield 3. I don't think it has quite as good graphics as Battlefield 4, but it definitely feels more interactive in a way. It, like, you play, while you're playing, it's more interesting. I feel like it has more, there's more things to do, and the game modes work like seamlessly with the whole idea of the game, which I love. I love the fact that they finally figured out, like, and made like a cops and robbers game, because I don't know, I always thought that might be a cool thing to have, and now it's here. So yeah, definitely pick this up if you haven't picked it up already. Try it out, try to go to your friend's house, try something like that. It's an awesome game, and you're missing out if you haven't seen it. So yeah, that's my video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and might consider getting the game, and also please drop in the comment section what you think about the game so far. I know I love it, but you may not say the same for yourselves. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.